6. Get the facts right.
A high-speed car chase this week leads to the arrest of 2 men caught with stolen property. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Karen Bright.
And I'm Nazi Javid. Scott Rates is off tonight. North Coast News' Danielle Radin is digging deeper and bringing you the facts from investigators. Danielle?
Deputies say they investigated a burglary on the 1000 block of Wyatt Drive in Lolita Thursday. They arrested this man, 33-year-old Jeremiah Johnson, after they found him with stolen property, according to the Humboldt County Sheriff's Office. But investigators believe he might be tied to this man, 41-year-old Aaron Wagner, who was also found with some of the same stolen property but under very different circumstances. Deputies say Monday Wagner stole a Wyatt tribe-owned car. The Humboldt County Sheriff's Office says it happened in the same area that Johnson was arrested. Deputies say they chased Wagner, but he was driving so fast they ended the chase out of safety concerns. Wagner was later spotted near the Bear River housing entrance and ran off with deputies chasing him. Wagner was eventually found, deputies say, on the west side of Highway 101 near Lolita. On him, investigators say, were the keys to the stolen vehicle, which was found with a stolen license plate attached to it, as well as stolen property from the burglary. Reporting in Humboldt County, Danielle Radin, North Coast News.
Wagner was arrested for burglary, possession of stolen property, evading arrest, resisting arrest, vehicle theft, false registration with the intent of defrauding, 2 outstanding warrants, and wanton disregard for public safety. His bail was set at $100,000. Deputies say the incident is still under investigation.
And in Fortuna, multiple agencies are investigating a crash, and they need your help. Officers tell us they got several calls this morning around 7:30 about a vehicle versus pedestrian collision in the area of School Street and Ronerville Road. Police say when they got there, they found a 62-year-old man lying in the road with moderate injuries. Now they're looking for a Toyota Prius and a 45-year-old female driver. If you know anything, call Fortuna PD. And in Trinity County, more troubles in connection to Highway 299. After recent rain, Caltrans has closed it again this morning. But this is a tweet from Caltrans District 2 sent around 4:15 this evening. They're allowing residents to pass through Big French Creek. This is a temporary opening that goes until 6:30 tonight. So just about 20 minutes left. The highway at Big French Creek has been closed off and on since November of last year after multiple slides and rocks made it impassable. Further south in the Bay Area, storms are also hitting hard. Reporter Matt Keller has the latest from Los Gatos.
The rain and wind created a mess for the morning commute. At one point, ABC 7 Morning's traffic reporter Alexis Smith was tracking 78 incidents on the road.
That includes flooded roadways and collisions. So we've got so many going right now.
One of them was here on Highway 9 in Saratoga, just east of Sanborn Road. A tree fell across Highway 9 around 6 a.m., blocking traffic in both directions for several hours. This came after a huge tree branch went down across Glen Arbor at Newell Creek in the Santa Cruz Mountains yesterday afternoon. Water was rushing, including in Saratoga Creek. It's a beautiful sight, but safe as well. Water officials don't expect any rivers or creeks to reach flood stages with the storm.
I brought my oldest umbrella.
People like Betsy McGowan had to strategize when going out to get their morning coffee.
It's already broken, so if the wind blows it inside out, okay.
Others looked at this morning's weather as a chance to turn their group run into an adventure.
Rain or shine, we go.
And how was it this morning?
It's a little bit wet, I have to say, but
a little windy, a little wet. It was okay. We survived.
And just one state to the north, icy roads are causing dangerous conditions for people in Portland, Oregon, including a truck driver who crashed over a 50-foot embankment. This was the scene off Interstate 84 at the Columbia River Gorge. Crews were able to reach the driver and passenger using a rope. Both had only minor injuries, but crashes around the city have already included a pileup of more than 10 vehicles, including cars and semis, early this morning, causing parts of Interstate 5 to shut down. These severe road conditions even forced a number of school districts to cancel or delay classes today.
Moving way north to Alaska, a family trip from Anchorage to Kenai, Alaska ended with a search mission and rescue. The Smith family decided to take a short sightseeing tour near the base of Mount Spur while traveling home to Kenai. The stop required a landing on a snow-covered landing strip. During landing, the family's plane flipped over, stranding the group in Alaska's backcountry for nearly a day.
Been happier to see a helicopter than when the Coast Guard came up over that ridge. That was just an amazing feeling of relief, you know, to know that they'd found us and that nobody was going to be out poking around in the nasty dark another night looking for us.
Smith says they were able to survive by focusing on shelter, fire, and communications right after the crash. To stay warm and dry, they used a sleeping bag, the plane's engine, and wing covers, and were able to build a fire.
And take a look at this weather chart. We're looking at more scattered showers this weekend, with the next big storm arriving Sunday evening. We'll have a full breakdown for you in just a few minutes with First Alert meteorologist Rob Elvington's forecast.
Earlier today, a federal judge temporarily halted President Donald Trump's immigration executive order, a significant setback for the controversial travel ban.
And now 3 students at California universities, along with Jewish Family and Community Services of the East Bay, filed a lawsuit against the president today as well. It also names the State Department, Homeland Security, and U.S. Customs in the suit. It comes a week after protests around the country to the travel ban, claiming the president and his agents established and enforced an unconstitutional and discriminatory Muslim ban. The plaintiffs are represented by the ACLU of Northern California, among other agencies. They want a declaration from the president that the executive order was illegal and should not have been enforced.
People throughout Humboldt County will very soon be seeing savings on their energy bill and at the same time helping the environment.
That's right, Karen. North Coast News' Luis Ramirez talked to the organization that will be running the Clean Energy Program and has more on what people can expect in the next couple of months.
We could shut down our oil and fossil fuel plants and really move to renewable energy.
A large vision of the future Larry Goldberg, a solar power advocate, sees for the world. But on a smaller scale, he strongly believes a new energy program many cities in Humboldt County decided to join early 2016 will be the first step locally.
How can you lose? You're going to get a lower utility bill. You'll be able to buy more alternative energy, and you'll feel better about your energy purchases in general.
It's called the Community Choice Energy Program, and it will be managed by the Redwood Coast Energy Authority. So here's how it works. People living in unincorporated areas in Humboldt County, alongside the cities of Eureka, Arcata, Fortuna, Real Del, Blue Lake, and Trinidad, would automatically switch over to the program in May, with the option of opting out. The Redwood Coast Energy Authority will replace the energy PG&E previously provided with clean energy, which will come from
wind, solar, biomass, maybe wave energy even down the road.
PG&E will still be providing maintenance on the grid, and with the services combined, it will lower energy bills by a couple of bucks, depending on the energy use of each household. The majority of the clean energy will be brought in from outside the county initially.
Eventually, I could see people installing solar to sell back to the local utility.
And the way we can do that through the program is to actually pay a good price if people want to overgenerate. The primary benefit of doing a solar project on your home is offsetting your own bill.
Reporting in Humboldt County, Luis Ramirez, North Coast News.
The Redwood Coast Energy Authority says they'll be sending people more information by mail starting at the end of February.
President Trump is starting a push to loosen rules and regulations on financial institutions. He signed a new executive order today to start overhauling reform laws enacted in 2010 to avoid another Wall Street meltdown. Trump said he wants to free up banks to lend to American businesses by specifically targeting the regulations known as Dodd-Frank. Investors are already cheering the deregulatory efforts, but some financial experts are worried. Lisa Donner, the executive director of Americans for Financial Reform, says the move could make it easier for big banks to steal from customers and destabilize the economy.
Well, a prank at a cheesecake factory was definitely no joking matter.
Coming up on North Coast News, we'll tell you about the explosive device and exactly what authorities are saying happened.
And a suspected drunk driver leads police here in California on a chase, which turns into a hostage situation and finally a deadly shooting. We'll update you in just a few minutes.
Plus, scattered showers through Super Bowl Sunday, but come kickoff, we could be seeing some seriously gusty winds, and after that, a major storm system. First Alert meteorologist Rob Elvington will fill us in on the details after the break.
And now you can get the coverage of the North Coast in the palm of your hand with the North Coast News TV app. Get daily alerts on what's happening in your community, plus daily and extended forecasts, live radar, severe weather alerts, and more. Download the app for free on any device, and stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching North Coast News on Kaef Abc 23.
This is y'all's party. Harry,
Weekdays on ABC 23.
Looking for internet speed? Suddenlink has exactly what you need with fast, reliable internet at home starting at just $39.99 a month. 50 megs is absolutely perfect for a few people surfing the web, checking social media, emailing, and chatting. Plus, it's 8 times faster than the phone company's internet. 100 megs is fast enough to connect your entire busy household to everything they love. The whole family can game, chat, surf, and stream all their favorites with plenty of speed to spare. And then there's 150 megs. Get blistering fast internet speed and say goodbye to loading and wait times forever as you binge watch your favorite shows, stream lag-free, and video chat on multiple devices all at the same time. Wi-Fi at home from Suddenlink lets you connect up to 20 devices wirelessly. Enjoy lightning-fast speeds in every room of the house. And of course, unlimited data plans are available. Get fast, reliable internet at home starting at just $39.99 a month. Call 877-269-0460 and join the over 1.5 million customers who've switched to Suddenlink today. Suddenlink. More power to you.
Welcome to McKinleyville Chevrolet Buick. Conveniently located on Central Avenue. With plenty of ASE certified inspected pre-owns, we have a vehicle for any budget. Low interest and easy financing, making getting your new car simple. With one of the North Coast's largest selections of trucks, SUVs, and cars on the lot, your next vehicle is just waiting for you. McKinleyville Chevrolet Buick is proudly partnered with Cars.com, Kelley Blue Book, and many others. So shop us today for your new or pre-owned vehicle.
Here we go.
31 seasons. 32 Emmys. Over 7,000 shows. More than 400,000 clues. This is America's favorite quiz show.
To this cave lounge area.
This is Jeopardy!
Weekdays on ABC 23.
Welcome back. We are still tracking rain moving in from out of the west and southwest this evening. And what we've been tracking all week is this low pressure system right here. You'll notice scooting off into central and northern Oregon. So we're on the south side of that low, but we're still seeing plenty of moisture getting pushed into northern California. And we're going to continue to see a chance for scattered showers through your Saturday and into your Sunday afternoon as we continue to see what we call zonal flows. So just a lot of moisture getting shoved right into northern California from out of the Pacific. A look at the radar. This is over the last few hours. You can see the rain still moving in from out of the west and southwest. You'll notice as it starts to interact with the mountains, that's where you're seeing the heaviest rain, that upslope flow. And then also seeing some snow in the highest elevations. But for most of northern California, snow levels right now above 6,000 feet. You have further off to the south, snow levels above 7,000 feet. How about current conditions? This is at the Arcata-Eureka area, 53 degrees. Still tracking some gusty conditions. South winds at 17 miles per hour. We've been tracking gusty conditions since last night. Visibility at 9 miles. So walking through Precision Cast through the rest of this evening and into the nighttime hours, you'll notice still seeing some pockets of heavier rain moving in. The yellow is indicating some moderate rainfall. So that continues to scoot in through the overnight hours. This is 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you have some outdoor plans, I would plan for scattered showers. Some areas could stay dry, but again, these scattered showers will be moving in pretty quickly from out of the west and southwest. This is 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Again, not everyone's seeing rain throughout the entire day, but a good chance of passing showers. Through tomorrow night, still tracking periods of rain. And then into your Sunday, we're starting to see more rain moving in from out of the south. But if you look off to the west, you can see our next storm system starting to set up. And that'll slowly start to arrive by the time we head into your Sunday evening. You'll notice all this moisture out ahead of the main cold front getting drawn in from out of the south. So all that Pacific moisture pushing through the north coast. And then the main cold front is going to start to slide in by Sunday evening and into early Monday. And you know it's a pretty strong cold front, and it's diving in from out of the northwest by more snow showing up on Precision Cast. So we'll see much cooler air moving in by Monday morning and into your Tuesday. Could even see some snow below 3,000 feet. So keep that in mind if you're traveling in the mountains Monday and Tuesday. But those snow levels, they're going to quickly jump by Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, and into Wednesday. By Wednesday, we could be tracking widespread snow levels above 7,500 feet, if not higher. Marine forecast for tomorrow, winds out of the south at 15 to 20 knots, gusts up to 30 knots, waves out of the west at 9 feet at a period of 12 seconds. We have a small craft advisory in place through tonight. And you see there's the look at the tides on the top of the screen in the lower banner. Sustained winds, it's around 4 o'clock tomorrow. You'll notice still dealing with some southwesterly winds. These blue arrows indicating sustained winds around 20 miles per hour. Could see higher gusts. So still breezy into your Saturday, even behind today's cold front. There's looking at your forecast highs for tomorrow. Most of the inland and even the coast staying in the low to mid 50s. Could see a few isolated spots that are running warmer or colder. 54 degrees in Eureka, 51 degrees in Crescent City. 7-day forecast for the coast, still tracking rain every single day over the next 7 days. You'll notice mid to upper 50s for this weekend. Again, colder air moving in by Monday and into Tuesday, but much warmer air moves back in by Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. We'll see highs close to 60 by Wednesday and Thursday. Your inland forecast, I have snow levels on the bottom of the screen. Again, snow levels around 5,000 to 6,000 feet this week and much lower by Monday and Tuesday, and then quickly climbing by Wednesday. Stay with us. More news coming up.
Your night of winning begins here. The Heights has the only high-stakes bingo on the North Coast. Win big in our 18-and-up bingo hall, where it's a race to our top cash prizes. Also, stop by our slots and check out the newest and exciting gaming. From penny to high-stakes slots, we have something for everyone. With new games hitting the floor frequently, you don't want to miss out. More entertainment, more fun, more winning. Sherry Heights Casino, 5 minutes off the 101 in beautiful Trinidad.
U.S. Cellular put towers where most others don't. So people can schedule a chiropractor visit out here. Or catch the game live way over here. Isn't that what you pay for? A stronger signal in the middle of anywhere. Right now, U.S. Cellular is giving everyone up to $250 back on any new smartphone. Sign up now and get in on this great deal.
Never waver. Because going around is rarely ever as enjoyable as going right through.
This portion of the news sponsored in part by Sherry Heights Casino. You're watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC 23 at 6 with Scott Race, Karen Bright, and First Alert meteorologist Rob Elvington. Get the facts right.
A deadly officer-involved shooting took place near Squaw Valley here in California early this morning. The Placer County Sheriff's Office says deputies shot and killed an apparent drunk driver who was holding a woman hostage. Police saw the man driving erratically and tried to pull him over, and that's when things got really scary.
A male adult exited the vehicle armed, also pulling a female adult out of the vehicle. The male adult tried to carjack a car as it went by. The deputies and officers followed the individual as they walked down the roadway, holding the female hostage. The male adult pointed the weapon at the officers, pointed the weapon back at the female hostage.
At which point deputies opened fire. He died at the scene. The woman was not hurt.
Meantime, the Mexican drug lord known as El Chapo appeared in a federal court in New York today for a status hearing. These are sketches of Joaquin Guzman at this morning's hearing. He's already been convicted in Mexico. Now he stands accused in the U.S. of running a massive drug smuggling operation that laundered more than $14 billion. He's also charged with conspiring to commit murder, operating a continuing criminal enterprise, and firearms violations. Prosecutors say Guzman faces a minimum of life in prison if convicted on all counts. Guzman was handed over to U.S. authorities last month after Mexico said it assured he would not receive the death penalty. His next court date is expected to take place in May.
The Cheesecake Factory in Pasadena, a prank that left customers in fear for their lives.
Now police are looking for the man who threw some kind of explosive device into the restaurant. We have some new information about that device as police search for the man who threw it. John Gregory has the latest.
There's no sign of damage from the explosion, a loud blast that shook Cheesecake Factory patrons during the dinner hour. Police say a man in black threw it into the front door of the restaurant and then ran off.
It exploded and made a loud bang.
Fortunately, no one was injured at that time. At this point, based on the information that we have, this was just a really bad prank.
The sheriff's bomb squad was called in to neutralize the device. It's described as a homemade explosive. Investigators believe it was designed more to scare rather than cause mass injuries.
It wasn't meant to be destructive in the sense that it didn't have associated fragments or shrapnel. It was intended to make a loud bang. It was what it did.
Police are now looking at surveillance video in the area to learn more about the suspect. They say there have been no threats to the restaurant or the city, but the investigation is still in the early stages.
Still ahead on North Coast News.
Local law enforcement agencies are coming together for a great cause. We'll tell you about the swine and wine after the break.
You're watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC 23.
Your night of winning begins here. The Heights has the only high-stakes bingo on the North Coast. Win big in our 18 and up bingo hall, where it's a race to our top cash prizes. Also, stop by our slots and check out the newest and exciting gaming. From penny to high-stakes slots, we have something for everyone. With new games hitting the floor frequently, you don't want to miss out. More entertainment, more fun, more winning. Sherry Heights Casino, 5 minutes off the 101 in beautiful Trinidad.
Year after year, Living Styles has been voted best furniture store on the North Coast for the best selection, best service, and best design assistance. Known for everyday low prices, Living Styles quality-built furnishings from manufacturers respected worldwide will suit your lifestyle and your budget. You'll find the largest selection of leather in Humboldt County, and the best night's sleep can be found in the abundant mattress gallery. Imagine the best for your home from Living Styles Furniture and Mattress Showroom, 2nd and A, facing the Bay, Old Town, Eureka.
Peterson's Collision Repair has over 20 years experience. We work with you and your insurance to make sure your car is fixed right. Peterson's Collision Repair also does windshield replacements. We have shuttle service to and from your home or workplace. You won't be disappointed. You can find us at 5065 Boyd Road off the 299 exit in Arcata. Peterson's Collision Repair, where accidents are set right.
This portion of the news sponsored by Northwood Chevrolet and Hyundai.
Nazi, imagine if you had a wish granted nearly every half hour.
Well, Karen, that's exactly what the Make-A-Wish Foundation is all about. Tens of thousands of volunteers, donors, and supporters in the U.S. grant the wish of a child. Kids like the one you see here who got a wish granted to see Kiss at an indoor football arena and deliver the game ball with Gene Simmons. The kids chosen are diagnosed with life-threatening medical conditions, and this weekend, local law enforcement agencies are coming together to raise money so kids in Humboldt County can have their wishes granted too.
Tomorrow night, local law enforcement agencies, as well as the Make-A-Wish Foundation, have partnered together to host our first annual Swine and Wine dinner and fundraiser.
It's going to be a delicious pulled pork dinner, tons of silent and live auction items. We have this awesome Sarah Bareilles signed basket. We have an original playbill, her book, all by local Sarah Bareilles.
Well, Nazi, I'm a huge Sarah Bareilles fan,
Me
so
too.
that's exciting. What I like about the event is that all the money raised goes towards wishes granted here in Humboldt County.
Yeah, and did you know Sarah Bareilles is actually from Eureka?
I did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. EPD said her parents donated that basket.
And the tickets for the Swine and Wine fundraiser are pre-sale only. You can buy them at Old Town Coffee and Chocolates at the Henderson Center, Glamorous Boutique, and 5 O'Clock Shadow in Fortuna, Wild Berries in Arcata, and Balance Spa in McKinleyville. Of course, all proceeds go to the local Make-A-Wish program. And further south, mail was not the only thing delivered at a San Diego post office. 2 San Diego police officers went to the U.S. Post Office in Mira Mesa yesterday after receiving a call from a husband who said his wife was having a baby in their car. The officers found the couple in the parking lot of the post office and helped deliver the baby.
Just said, I'm not going to make it. We need to pull over now.
Lean back and kind of get in position, and it was immediately, you could see the baby and immediately just popped out.
Emergency crews took the new mother, father, and newborn baby to the hospital.
Karen, this is a crazy story. Tonight, a Mississippi man is recovering at a Bakersfield hospital after a doctor removed a tumor that had grown to the size of a person.
Wow, hard to believe, Nazi. The tumor had been growing over a 15-year time span. And now we must warn you, for some viewers, you may find the content of the story disturbing. Reporter Roger Logan has the details.
We did what we had to do
to get here.
No, this isn't home for 57-year-old Roger Logan.
Usually at home, I have to sit and it rests on the floor.
Home is in Mississippi, where Logan spent majority of his time confined to a reclining chair in an 8-foot room due to growth protruding from his abdomen.
Never leaving that room, never leaving that chair.
Going years with doctors only telling him this.
You're just fat. It's just fat. It's just where it's developing.
It wasn't just fat, but a benign tumor, likely caused by an ingrown hair. The growth increasing rapidly in size and weight. 130 pounds alone, hanging from Logan's midsection.
From here up, I was a normal person. But I used to equate it, you just put a strap around your neck and carry 3 bags of cement around with you all day long, just swinging and...
After months of research, Logan said no more.
It just keeps getting bigger.
Bringing him here to Memorial Hospital in the hands of Dr. Dev, a professional Logan says was the only one that could get it done right. After working with a similar case in the past.
We're fortunate to have a facility like this where we can do this kind of surgery with very little or no complications.
Dr. Dev says Logan's surgery was a success. As for Logan, he's looking forward to throwing out that old reclining chair and grabbing a Bakersfield taco before he heads home.
Someone will bring me some tacos. I mean...
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You're watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC 23.
At Northwood Auto Plaza, what customers think matters. And you can tell what they think by what they're saying. We're your North Coast superstore for both Chevrolet and Hyundai, where the customer comes first and your time is valued. For over 30 years, we have been and will be there for you. We're your Northwood Auto Plaza. We're located at 7th and D Streets in Eureka.
Want lotion for skin that glows?
Skin that glows? My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Skin Repair. 48-hour moisture in 1 use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
Fireworks of flavor! Fireworks of flavor? My lips get so dried and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Lip Repair. All-day moisture in 1 use and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my lips back.
Welcome to McKinleyville Chevrolet Buick. Conveniently located on Central Avenue, with plenty of ASC certified inspected pre-owns, we have a vehicle for any budget. Low interest and easy financing, making getting your new car simple. With one of the North Coast's largest selections of trucks, SUVs, and cars on the lot, your next vehicle is just waiting for you. McKinleyville Chevrolet Buick is proudly partnered with Cars.com, Kelley Blue Book, and many others. So shop us today for your new or pre-owned vehicle.
Our family is no less than any other family.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
This portion of the news is sponsored by Coast Central Credit Union.
Check out this video from NASA. Scientists used a pair of satellites to capture images of solar eruptions from the far side of the sun. The flares are releasing bursts of energy about 30 times more powerful than ever seen before. And for the first time, the scientists have associated these hidden flares with high-energy gamma rays. For all your news and weather updates, check out our news app. Search North Coast News TV. It's available for both Android and Apple devices.
Live from our
World
studio in
next.
downtown.
Karen will see you at 10 and 11. Have a great Super Bowl weekend, guys. Good night.
You're watching North Coast News on KAEF ABC 23.
Ready to experience the Coast Central Credit Union difference? Here's what our members had to say.
Arcata Playhouse does its banking with Coast Central Credit Union, and we feel that the business supports the community, and that's important to us.
We work a lot of nights and weekends, and online banking is invaluable for us to have access to our accounts when the bank is closed.
Because they're local, the service is fantastic, the 7 days, all the people are super nice, there's phone support. What's not to like?
The white Martian's hunting me.
The only way to catch that thing is to trap it in here.
With us.
What could be any of this? What's that?
monsters are real.
Supergirl, all new this Monday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Clooney's Pharmacies offer free prescription delivery to our customers. We have a number of delivery drivers that can deliver medications throughout our area, from Trinidad to King Salmon, including Blue Lake, Fieldbrook, and Manila. If you have mobility or transportation issues, then our delivery service is for you, to your home or even to your work. We can even pick up prescriptions from your doctor's office to be filled at our pharmacies. Tired of dealing with long lines and wait times at your current pharmacy? Call us at Clooney's to see how we can make your life easier. Clooney's Pharmacies, with locations in Eureka and McKinleyville to serve your pharmacy needs.
Weekdays on ABC 23.
Breaking news as we come on the air in the West. A federal judge in Washington State